The Arizona Corporation Commission offers the first official step in forming a business in Arizona. You, the entrepreneur, are the most important step to inspire your dream. So we're joined today by Lerner Boswell, the owner and operator of Inventory Adjusters, but I know you as Lorin Watch Lady.
Yep, everybody does.
Thank you for being on our show, and tell us about your business.
Oh boy, all right. We are in the internet business, the trade show business, wholesale, retail. We do watch repair, we do jewelry repair. Businesses throughout the entire country are sending us their watches for repair. A lot of the smaller shops that you see where you think they're doing the repairs, actually they take them in and then we end up finishing the work and then they get it back to you. So
behind the curtain.
Behind the curtain.
What the customer doesn't see.
What the customer doesn't see.
The customer doesn't see. So as I look around this jewelry store setting, this is the tip of the iceberg.
Actually,
a fraction of the tip of the iceberg.
This is actually probably our least important part. Most of what happens goes on behind the doors, which is where all the repairs happen back there, where we can do anything from cutting crystals to making your watch brand new if you have a movement, whether it be an automatic or a wind-up or a quartz, meaning a battery. We can do it all here. Parts, movements, bands, links, we have everything. And then back here, you're going to see us doing all the internet stuff. So this is in case somebody wants to come in, which they should. They should, because you're not going to get a better deal anywhere in the country than what we're doing here.
And so I want to talk about what you just said there, because I've known you for a while, and you can sell. You can sell, and you're very good at it. When did you first know you were an entrepreneur, and where did your sales skills come from?
Okay, so one of the things I've always said is I'm actually not a salesperson. I'm not even a little bit of a salesperson.
It's just what a salesperson would say.
No, I'm telling you the truth though, Tom. So for real, what I do is I talk to people and I figure out what they need. I just talk to people, and that's what I really do for a living, and that's what everyone should do for a living, is just talk to people. Just figure out what people need, because maybe even what they're thinking that they need at that moment, maybe there's a better fit for them anyways.
Hard sales and what we consider to be the old sales model is gone.
It's gone.
It's gone. It's relationships and it's information. And how many people go to a Best Buy to look at a product and then go buy it online or on Amazon? And you're constantly, so you create relationships, you know your customers. How does that convey when you're doing it online? How are you able to connect with customers through e-commerce?
You know, it takes a lot of social media from the internet. It takes a lot of talking to people. It's a lot of work. You know, I mean, you're asking people to support you every day. And as an entrepreneur, you're actually begging people to support you every day, because there's nothing easy about owning a business. There's nothing easy about it. And I don't care what your product is, you know, whatever the product is, whether it be a watch that I'm selling or a car, a toaster, if it works, it can break. One of the reasons people come to us is they know I'm going to stand behind it. Inventory Adjuster stands behind what we do, and that's one of the things that I brought into this company to all our employees. The answer is yes. And because if you buy something from somebody, and it's scary online.
And you're selling things that are not cheap.
We're selling things that aren't cheap.
Now they get it at a discount, but they still are taking that risk. So you're creating that trust online. And my first observation and understanding your business and looking around is this is a fraction of your business. You could take this business anywhere. You could operate this business anywhere. What brought you to Arizona, and why do you continue to operate it here?
So I actually was not the original founder of the company, although I have been here since day one. So I've been here 28 years. A gentleman, his name was Donald Carlson, actually started the company, and he sent me out to the flea markets, and that's how I really started, just selling blue jeans, and we weren't even in the watch business. So any junk he gave me to sell, I would just go out and sell. So as far as keeping it here, there's an amazing group of people who work here, and most of our employees have been with us for 15 to 25 years. And gosh, we can't even get them to quit when we try. But anyways, it's a family.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't want it to be anywhere but Arizona. First of all, we're the greatest state that there is. You know, you have a mishmash of people from everywhere in the country. We all want to be here. We have beautiful weather in the mountains, and then to keep it here, right here. I would hate to take the jobs away from the people that have literally built this company, because I hardly am the one who built the company. It's all the employees.
Richard Branson says that. Richard Branson says the customer isn't number one, the employees are number one. And if you take care of the employees, they take care of the customer. And it seems like you've really modeled your business around that.
We try. So far, I think we're a pretty happy family here.
Yeah. So take me back to learning about business, learning about being an entrepreneur. When did you first know you were an entrepreneur?
I don't even know how to not work. I don't know how to not get up in the morning and work. I don't know how to not, when I'm doing a trade show, not to set up my own booth and just expect others to do things I won't do myself.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even know how to be that person. I watch other owners get in and sit back while their employees do the work. And how do you do that?
Yeah. I mean, I've said this about you before. You have a lot of hustle in you. You have a lot of fight in you. So what advice would you have for somebody that's struggling, and either to get a job somewhere or to start their own business? What would you say to that person?
Oh my, we all struggle. I mean, I started out sleeping on a friend's couch. I've been down, and I'm here now. I'm not highly educated. I'm not special. I just work really hard to get where I'm at. And that's what I have to tell you is you have to get in there, and you have to dig, and you have to never ever give up. Keep asking questions, keep doing whatever you have to do, because it's not easy. It's not easy, but anybody, and I am such proof, anybody can build a business if they want to. You just got to really figure out what you want your niche to be, and really just go for it, and don't give up. You're going to have friends or family that'll say, you can't do that. You know what? Sure you can.
Yeah.
Sure you can.
And you've believed in yourself.
Well, yeah, if you don't believe in yourself, who's going to believe in you?
So you're at the flea markets,
Yeah.
and you're building a business, finding things that you can resell. Tell me, in terms of finding your niche, how did that turn into a jewelry and a watch business?
Okay, so when we started, we were buying just basic closeouts. Like the first thing I ever sold was laminate, old dry wood and furniture laminate. And
Who was buying that?
so that was Don Carlson at the time, but he had it for like 5 years and couldn't get rid of it. So I had asked him for a job, and he said that he wouldn't. He's never had a salesperson. He's not hiring anybody. I went in, it took me one day. I just started calling laminate places until I found somebody who wanted it.
Yeah.
I went and collected their money. I came back to him with the money and said, you have to deliver this. And he said, what do you mean I have to deliver this? Well, he gave terms, but I never heard of terms. 30, 60, 90, 120 days to pay. I didn't even know what that meant.
Here you are coming back to him, telling him, I made the sale, now you have to deliver.
Correct. Yes, and then that
And he
happened
did.
with product after product.
And he did.
Yes.
So in terms of explaining to somebody why you would partner with someone, a lot of partnerships don't make sense, but if you have one person that is an operator and one person that can create the relationships and close the deal, that's something that worked for you guys.
True. One really important thing to know, though, is a sale is made in a buy. So when you buy something right, you can sell it right, and that does not matter what the product is. The sale is always made in the buy.
Well, that's the true definition of an entrepreneur, right? Somebody who's taking something and increasing the value of it.
Yep.
What advice do you have for somebody that's starting their business? You've got these new problems, you're trying to keep customers happy, to continue to grow your business. How did you push through that?
So as we're building up our watch repair business, we also have to keep up with our own. When we sell a watch, we warranty the watch, right? So our first concern is our own goods for our own customers that we've sold it to. Now we're trying to build on a bigger level the repair that is from outside. So we started, as walk-in business was coming, not the stuff in the mail, we started to say for a short while, I'm sorry, we can't take it, because we were getting so backed up. Well, I actually wasn't aware that's what was going on, which is my own bad, because you always have to be aware of what goes on in your company. Forget it if you don't.
Yeah.
You need to know what's happening in your company. But anyways, when I found out, I was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. The answer is not no, we're not going to take it. The answer is, you know what? We can take your watch in. I just want you to know that we are a little backed up. We have a lot of repairs right now. And you could be 30 days out before you're going to get it back.
Maintaining the expectation, if you will.
That's right. Instead of just saying, you know what, we'll get it done today. We'll get it done tomorrow.
Yeah.
And people get it.
Yeah.
They want the service, and they want the service done by somebody who's going to do it right.
For somebody that's going through this process, going through everything that you've learned, what advice do you have for them?
Okay, because there's hard times. There's hard, like, it looks like everything is really great for me. I've gone through everything, you guys. Like I said, I had a point I slept on somebody's couch. I had an accountant embezzle from us. We've had employees theft. It's really hard, but you don't give up. You never give up. You just keep going. You can't be afraid. You can't live life afraid. You can't say tomorrow is when I'm going to start, because tomorrow will never come. Today is tomorrow, and today's the day you got to start. The second you get up and you make that decision that this is the day that I am ready, that's the day you'll do it.
Do you have mentors? Do you have mentees? How's that going? And with people trying to compete in your business, how do you approach that? Is there a level of like co-opetition?
It's difficult every day, because more and more people are coming into the business, and the internet makes it, so everybody can see. No matter what price you put it at, somebody will put something lower. And
how do you approach that?
It's really hard. It's really hard. We're in a fortunate situation that we are able to buy right so that we can sell right and keep going where many other companies have failed. A lot of people think it's really easy and they can come in and do what I do because they see me at trade shows especially. And we have the busiest booth. We do all the biggest trade shows. People watch us sell, and some of the things we do is we don't put chairs in our booth. We're welcoming to everyone. Even if they're not buying, they can try something on and buy when you're ready. You can take pictures of anything in our place. We're not like paranoid or worried, that a lot of people are. But it's hard. I'm telling you, it's hard because each day there's more competition. Some drops out, and then there's people like us that just stay.
It doesn't sound like you see business with a lot of scarcity. You're not trying to keep things in. You're open, and you have a lot of confidence in your business model. I imagine that plays into your success quite a bit.
Well, for sure, but keep in mind we are covering everything. Again, we cover wholesale, we cover retail, we're covering, internet. So we're from every aspect that there is. So if internet is down one day, the trade show is going to pick it up from the wholesalers supplying their brick and mortar stores. Mm-hmm. So there's always one balances the other. Summer is hard for all businesses, right? And that's just common sense, especially here in Arizona, but everywhere. So then you have a trade show, you have watch repair, things like that. Mm-hmm. So, you always have to have something in your back pocket, just a little something.
Tell me about the Tao of Lorin. Do you have like a formula for business and success? If you were going to write a book on success in business, tell me the basic principles.
Oh my gosh, we probably all have thought about if we'd write a book. Uh-huh. My book is an interesting one because I'm a female in business, right? And I was a female in business long before really a lot of women really were in business. I've done this 28 years.
And you're dominating in business.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's getting up every day when you don't want to even, and you go to work, and that's when you feel better, when you're actually there and you're in the grind and you're doing it. And getting on the phones and making sure you're finding whatever the product is you're going to sell so that you have it to sell. It's having compassion for other people. Never, ever, ever, ever start to think that you're better than anyone else, no matter how much money somebody has, because that's the day that you're going to start losing the important people, your core people.
Let's talk about putting together the right team.
Yeah.
How have you done that, and what's your philosophy in getting the right people on the bus?
Okay. So a lot of people think that they can come in and they can just do everything, and you can't. And it doesn't make you weak that you can't. It makes you strong to surround yourself by the right people. I have a ridiculously good team.
How did you get to that point?
So my people teach each other. They all get in there and they teach each other exactly how to do it so everybody can be the best person that they are at what they do. And that's in every division of our company. Don't try and do it yourself. Try and find the strongest people that will all believe in helping, opposed to finding people that only want to do things themselves.
And I'm seeing that in your response on a number of different issues where you're not a person of scarcity. You're not trying to keep secrets. You're not trying to hold things in. You have this openness about the business and about employees, and I'm guessing that adds to creating a good environment for work.
Well, I hope so.
Yeah. I want to thank Lorin Lerner Boswell for joining us today.
The Watch Lady's fine.
The Watch Lady. Lorin the Watch Lady for joining us today on Inspire. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Tom. It was a pleasure.
Create your business entity by filing with us to create a corporation, nonprofit, or LLC. Visit ecorp.azcc.gov to learn more.